Hello, welcome to the NWS Spot Forecast page. Here you can submit a request for an official spot forecast for a hazmat event, wildfire, or prescribed burn, a search and rescue, or a large outdoor gathering. We should note that only NWS core partners will be able to submit and monitor an official spot forecast. Please note, if there is an immediate risk to lives and property, please call your local NWS forecast office to meet your immediate needs for weather support. When you land on the webpage, weather.gov/spot/request, the first step will be to include the location of the event in which you are requesting detailed weather information. You can either type in the exact address and hit Plot Address, use the lat long and hit Plot, or left-click on the map at the location you desire. That is, if you're really good at geography. This will place a marker on the map at the proposed location for the spot forecast. Once the location is set, you have to choose the appropriate incident type. You may only choose one from those listed. Then simply hit Generate a Spot Request. The most important and required information will be highlighted in red. If your incident has a name, please use that as the project name. Make sure to list your agency's name because only core partners will be allowed to receive a detailed spot forecast. The location will come preloaded with the lat long and elevation generated from the first page when you set the incident location. In the case of a wildfire request, if you know the drainage, size of the fire, and fuel type, that information is helpful to the NWS forecasters but not a requirement. A NOAA high-split run can be generated for the incident as well. NOAA high-split will provide Incident Command a detailed forecast of hazmat or smoke plume movement and even dispersion and deposition of the particles. Again, this is not required. The date and time in which you are requesting the spot forecast is very important. If the incident is critical in nature and you need information right away, use the as soon as possible delivery time so the forecast office knows to complete the spot forecast request as soon as we receive it.
You may submit a spot request for a future date and start time by adjusting the deliver and starting times.
Depending on the time of day you are actively submitting the request, the page may prompt different time period options as shown here. In this example, a wildfire spot forecast was requested in the early afternoon hours. The options of Wednesday night, and Thursday are all presented as the typical spot forecast time length is 36 hours. You can simply check, using the check boxes, which of the available weather elements you want for each forecast period listed, or by clicking the check box below the label forecast period to highlight all weather elements. Before you submit your request, you can add a few remarks to alert the NWS forecast staff of anything special you want to see or know about in the finalized spot forecast. For instance, if you want to know of any dramatic wind shifts, ask for that. That helps the NWS forecaster craft the perfect weather synopsis for your incident for easier briefing. If you have a mobile weather station or can gather weather information at or near the incident, that may be very helpful to the NWS forecasters. So please include that information in the observations section. Last but not least, when you are happy with your request, simply click Submit Request and the information will automatically be sent to your local NWS forecast office for completion. Once the submission goes to the forecast office, click on the Monitor page to see all the current active requests or recently completed requests. By clicking on your incident either on the map or the table below the map, you can see your completed forecast request. Please give the forecast office a few minutes to complete the spot forecast.
For the as soon as possible request, if you do not see or hear from the office within 30 minutes, please give them a call to ensure your request was properly received.
We also encourage you to update any local weather observations throughout the operational period by sending that data via the Submit OBS option on the completed spot request. Once you receive your spot forecast and something just doesn't look right, you can call the office to seek clarification or send feedback using the text box at the bottom of the completed request. Feedback is a great way for you to convey issues and successes with the forecast provided and request any new or special information. We sincerely appreciate you taking the time to learn more about the spot forecast submission process and how to navigate the request form for all of your incidence weather needs. If you have any additional questions, please direct them to your local forecast office's warning coordination meteorologist or fire weather program manager.